Following a weeks-long bombardment of anti-Semitic statements made on the internet and in national media appearances, rapper-turned-fashion mogul Kanye West recently challenged Adidas to fire him. Guess what happened? Kanye West is no longer recorded on the Billionaires List. Astonishingly, sportswear giant Adidas' move left a $1.5 billion dent in the world-class rapper's net worth. But what's the actual reason behind that? Keep watching with us as we uncover everything in this video. Before getting into a bunch of the details, let's have a look at Kanye's statement while doing a podcast on the Drink Champs. He said, "I can say anti-Semitic things and Adidas cannot drop me."
Like, I could literally say anti-Semitic shit and they can't drop me. I could say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. Now what?
As a result of his anti-Semitic remarks and wearing a shirt with a slogan associated with the Ku Klux Klan, Ye has recently seen his business relationships with luxury fashion house Balenciaga, Gap, and most recently, Adidas come to an end. He was recently removed from Forbes' list of billionaires, according to one of the top organizations for tracking the wealth of the world's financial elites. Although Forbes now pegs the Adidas' deal's contribution to his net worth at just $400 million, the previous estimate put it at $1.5 billion. According to Forbes, the remaining $400 million of his net worth is made up of real estate, cash, his music library, and a 5% ownership stake in his ex-wife Kim Kardashian's shapewear company, Skims. He has often argued that Forbes has undervalued his wealth, so it stands to reason that he still views himself as a billionaire. When Forbes first listed him as a billionaire in 2020, he texted the publication to tell them, "It's not a billion," according to Forbes. Since no one at Forbes understands how to count, that is 3.3 billion. Ye claimed in his document submitted to Forbes for this year's appraisal that the value of his collaboration with Adidas alone was 4.3 billion, and that he was worth approximately as much. After all, Yeezy products account for 4 to 8% of Adidas' total sales, according to the investment company Cohen. It represented 1.5 billion of Ye's net worth, making it an even bigger deal for him. As Ye's series of anti-Semitic comments received outrage from the highest echelons of Hollywood, pressure on Adidas to cut ties with him increased. However, Ye's remarks put the German athletic apparel company, which has Nazi connections that date back to its founding, on the defensive. Adidas remained silent for several weeks until announcing on October 6th that the relationship with Ye was under review.
Finally responds after weeks of Kanye West or Ye lashing out on social media and on our air. Adidas is finally commenting on the status of their Yeezy partnership.
On October 25th, Adidas stepped forward and ultimately ended the relationship. That action will cost them much, but Ye will suffer considerably more as it immediately removes him from the billionaire club. Now, let's have a look on what the company declared in a press release. Adidas does not tolerate anti-Semitism or any other sort of hate speech. Ye's recent comments and actions have been unacceptable, hateful, and dangerous, violating the company's values of diversity and inclusion, mutual respect, and fairness. After a thorough review, the company has decided to terminate the partnership with Ye, end the production of Yeezy-branded products, and stop all payments to Ye and his companies. Adidas will cease the Adidas Yeezy business with immediate effect. Adidas, Balenciaga, CAA, and Gap have all distanced themselves from the controversial artist, adding to the expanding number of businesses and initiatives to do so. Ye himself pulled himself from the Gap last month. The CEO of Endeavor, Ari Emanuel, Bob Gersh of Gersh, and Jeremy Zimmer of UTA have all denounced him. Furthermore, MRC declared that it would not proceed with its recently finished biopic of the musician. With a shocking, self-inflicted fall, it brings to an end one of the most daring and volatile individuals to ever grace the pages of Forbes. Ye did not reply when contacted for a comment. Ye did not respond when reached for a comment. The Adidas deal's $1.5 billion value was determined using a multitude of yearly earnings. According to Forbes' analysis of industry experts' interviews, the royalties Ye earned from Adidas were comparable to residuals from movies or music albums. According to these experts, Adidas' revenue stream might be auctioned off, just like hundreds of singers have done over the previous 2 years with their lives' work. Ye would be worth $400 million without Adidas. A skim source told Forbes that Ye hadn't been associated with the company since the brand's 2019 launch. Ye's exclusion from the Forbes list of billionaires brings an end to a protracted dispute between the two parties. He has always believed his wealth was understated. He was displeased when he first appeared on the list in 2020 with an estimated $1 billion fortune. Every year, Ye complained about our poor numbers, following the trend. Ye submitted paperwork alleging that the value of his Adidas alliance alone was $4.3 billion for this year's estimate. He was dissatisfied with Forbes when he saw that his total earnings would be $2 billion, and the tabloids picked up on this. What do you think? Is it a significant cut in Kanye's net worth after being denied by Adidas? What would be the ideal reason behind the cancellation of this contract? Keep watching to find out. The death toll for Ye's financial worth was losing Adidas. In September, Yeezy's association with Gap GPS ended.
So talk to us about what happened here. Why are you terminating this deal with Gap?
Earlier last month, JP Morgan reportedly unbanked Ye. French design company Balenciaga ended their connection with Ye on October 21st, just months after he strolled their runway at Paris Fashion Week. He was recently dropped by the talent agency CAA, where he was signed, and the production company MRC announced that it would not screen a finished documentary on him. In September, Gap GPS ended its collaboration with Yeezy. Ye's net worth was put to death by losing Adidas. He was reportedly unbanked by JP Morgan earlier this month. Just a few weeks after Ye walked the runway at Paris Fashion Week, the French fashion label Balenciaga ended its association with him on October 21st. Ye's contract with talent agency CAA was terminated yesterday, and the production company MRC said it would not screen a finished documentary about him. The magazine predicted that, should the Adidas deal be terminated, the 45-year-old's net worth would plummet below $1 billion before the announcement. When West wore a White Lives Matter shirt to his Yeezy Season 9 show during Paris Fashion Week in early October, he fueled the reaction. Later, in a series of anti-Semitic comments on social media, West reiterated his threat to, quote, kill all the Jews. The company estimates the decision will have a short-term negative impact of up to 250 million euros, or roughly $246 million USD, on its net profits in 2022. After an alleged anti-Semitic hate organization was accused of dangling a banner above a Los Angeles freeway on Saturday that said, "Kanye is right about the Jews," there was an upsurge in online pressure demanding that the corporation discontinue its partnership with the artist. Local lawmakers, social media users, and celebrities denounced the poster. The 45-year-old questioned the numbers and said this year in an interview with Forbes that an Adidas agreement alone was worth $4.3 billion. He complained to Forbes that the magazine had undervalued him after publishing their list of billionaires, which valued him at only $2 billion. Ye posted on Instagram a few hours after being let out of a Los Angeles Skechers business office. He came unexpectedly and without invitation, the business said in a statement to Insider. In addition, Ye's contentious $15,000 per year Christian school abruptly closed its doors on Thursday. So, what are your thoughts about this shocking news about Kanye's net worth? We would love to see your comments. We will see you in the next video.